matchup between Rafael dos Anjos and Nate Diaz. Well, enjoy him while he's here, folks, because you never know if this will be the last time we see Nate Diaz in the UFC with a fan base really as big as any fighter in the sport. Diaz is back tonight, and we're glad to see him.
Stockton, stand up. This guy has a cult following. He is one of the most interesting guys in the UFC because he has this sense that he really doesn't care to be here, but he also doesn't feel as comfortable anywhere but in the octagon. So it's a love-hate relationship with fighting for Nate Diaz. When he's happiest, when he's best, he's fighting in the UFC. A guy that boxes, unbelievable, but I think it's the attitude of Nate Diaz that has made him into one of the biggest stars that we've ever seen in the octagon.
He had a couple of life-changing paydays against Conor McGregor, the win at UFC 196, the majority decision loss at UFC 202.
Which to this day he says he won, right?
He thinks he won that fight. But one thing goes without saying, and I'll say it anyway, when Nate Diaz fights, the world is watching, and that is the case yet again here tonight. The former UFC lightweight champion Rafael dos Anjos recently moving up to the welterweight division. It was a gruesome weight cut for the Brazilian and one that he didn't want to deal with anymore. But dos Anjos certainly a threat here at 170 pounds as he makes the welterweight debut tonight. Tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. Both fighters are 35 years old. Diaz is 4 inches tall. He will have a 6-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 21 wins, 12 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Stockton, California, he is an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a grappler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, 13 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Rafael dos Anjos. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one. Somebody that enjoys the ground fighting game, this matchup could be custom.
This fight is made for you. But does the grappler try to keep this fight standing? Does he just throw the jiu-jitsu fighter down and then back out? Because even though he's a phenomenal grappler, he will be at a disadvantage if this fight takes too much time on the ground in the jiu-jitsu realm. Good punch.
There's the jab and another. Well, now if you're the opponent, you really got to... Careful as Diaz is able to find a home for that right hand yet again.
When Diaz starts landing the right hand, you have got to stay firm. You have got to dig your heels in the ground and say, no way you're going to just run me over. Easier said than done when you're facing Nathan Diaz. Look at how he turned his hip into that leg kick.
Looping left hand misses the target.
Nice punch land over the top.
Well, it's not due to lack of effort. He continues to throw, but this is like double-A striking. This is not high level.
Yeah, you can't be missing. It takes so much energy to just throw a strike, but to be whipping like this, it only exhausts you because every moment he's trying to throw to knock his opponent out, you're just catching air. It doesn't feel good. It's also embarrassing.
25 total strikes have now landed for Rafael dos Anjos. Timing his shots pretty well here early, DC.
He's doing a great job of mixing things up, keeping busy, being very active. Big kick lands.
Tried to set up the straight left, but he missed. Oh, and he got tagged by that combination. His coach said on Thursday to us, it has to be punches and bunches. It has to be volume, and his student has certainly followed up on that imperative.
So much volume, but the accuracy of this fighter is truly unbelievable. Straight punch lands.
Man, how good is that jab from Nate Diaz? Almost as if he's been doing it for 20 years, right?
I mean, he has been doing it. You know, he's got a great boxing coach in Richard Perez, a guy that he believes in, a guy that has allowed him to gain the confidence to stand with the best strikers in the world.
Under a minute now to go. Oh! He's got him hurt here. Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
Wow!
Ready, fight? Ready.
All right, so here we go with round one. It is not a question of if, it's a question of when this fight hits the ground. We've got a grappler, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Most people think we're going to get a grappler's delight tonight.
Yes, we are going to get a grappler's delight, but for the jiu-jitsu player, for the jiu-jitsu fighter, he cannot allow for himself to constantly be on his back, because in the grappling realm, not only do these guys possess great submission skills, but the ground and pound. The advancement in the position is so key to the game. He has to make sure he's not thinking this is a jiu-jitsu match. This is a fight.
Timing his shots nicely here, champ.
He's doing a great job of mixing everything up and using a lot of diverse strikes.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Kick to the body by RDA.
Good punch lands.
Just missed on the overhand left. Good head movement there. Nice connection there by Nate Diaz. Not a guy you want to let get going here on the feet, DC.
No, because it's all downhill with Nate, right? It's the activity that will overwhelm his opponents, and this looks like the start of that.
So just over 20 total strikes have already landed for Nate Diaz. Just missed with the straight left hand. Oh, that's a brutal cut on his nose there. He is bleeding. Just misses with the straight left hand.
Good stick.
Oh, he somehow ate that overhand. Wow.
Liver kick.
Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by dos Anjos. Oh, nice combination of strikes there. In terms of the accuracy, I mean, that's exactly what a coach is looking for.
That's exactly. It's like the guy is hitting pads. It's like he's hitting focus mitts, but instead, he's dancing all over his opponent's face.
Oh, and there he goes, working off that jab again. How's your jab?
I mean, the jab's nice. I love throwing the jab, but you realize that as MMA evolves, guys will start to fight. This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
Man, he's timing his shots nicely. It's like Tom Brady out there. He hasn't missed the target.
I mean, you insist on bringing in Tom Brady. Stop it. John, stop it.
Effective strike there. Oh! His opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end. What a round. All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, round two is upon us. Rafael dos Anjos versus Nate Diaz. Dos Anjos gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up.
I mean, he's cutting down the size with these beautiful leg kicks.
Swing and a miss with that punch by Dos Anjos. Well, now if you're the opponent, you really got to be careful as Diaz is able to find a home for that right hand yet again.
When Diaz starts landing the right hand, you have got to stay firm. You have got to dig your heels in the ground and say, no way you're going to just run me over. Easier said than done when you're facing Nathan Diaz.
He's got him hurt here. Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations.
It's because he's not committing to it fully.